Page 24, Bring a Torch, Jeannette, Isabella. 3/4 time, so we're counting to 3. There's 3 beats in a measure and quarter note gets a count. But as long as you keep in mind that a dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes, so here it's going to get 3 counts. I really don't think this rhythm should cause a problem. If it does, you need to go back and start the method book all over again and go through everything again. I'm going to kind of take both hands at the same time here to try and shorten the video up. Normally I'd just do one hand at a time and then I'd go put them together. Then the videos last forever and then you get bored and I get bored and nobody, okay. So I'm going to take both hands at the same time. Now in the first line, it's the introduction. It's the left hand alone. You see at the end of the first line, the double bars? That's an indication that you're leaving one section and going into a new section. That's the section indicator thingy. Well, the first 4 lines is introduction. Well, that's a section. And it's a C and a G here. Is the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's hard, is it? For them. Then I'll measure 5. The song starts and the right hand's here. So now we're here. So it's, and that left hand is tied now for 2 measures. So it's 1, 2. And you cross over for 1 note. The idea is we need to cover 6 notes and 5 fingers, and this is one of the ways we do it. We just cross over for 1 note. 1, 2. Second line is similar. Third line, or I say second line of the song. It's the 3rd line on the page. It's measure 9 going on. Good luck trying to figure out where I am. Let's go down to measure 13 here. So right hand by itself, and left hand comes up to this position here. And you got plenty of rest, you got plenty of time. It's up to you when you move there. Just be there before you play it. And measure 17. Measure 21, it's an A and a C here, and then a B and a D. So it's 1, 2, rest, 2, rest, and then you have a G here and an E. And that left hand is tied. Now, 1, 2, it's an A and then 2, rest, 2, rest, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then the left hand comes back down. Then you repeat back to measure 5, the reverse repeat sign. But let's go to the second ending. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. On the quarter note in the left hand, the right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And during that rest, you're going to come up here to this C and G here. As you're playing this, you're moving this up because the beat needs to be a steady beat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the fermata, you just hang on to that for a little while. If I do it with a metronome, I'll double it and I'll hold it for 6 counts instead of 3 because I want to stay with the metronome. So once you can play through it without any hesitation, so okay, that's a nice steady beat, it's fine. Then we try putting in the slurring, the phrasing. Just a slight lift up. Lift up. Just lift up between each of the slurs. And the left hand, when it does whatever it does, you just play them. Don't worry about it. Now, you have to watch out when both hands have the melody, like in the last measure there on page 24. You're here, left hand has melody. I disagree with her slurring here, but you want to connect all this together. I would connect all of this from the first line on page 25. I'd connect that whole line together. To me, that's one phrase. So, 1, 2, rest, rest. There, the lifts are built in for you. You got rest. So put in the slurring, then the dynamics. Moderately loud at the beginning, whatever you think sort of loud is. Mezzo forte. Measure 5, the moderately loud goes to the melody. That's moderately loud. The left hand needs to be soft at that point. We want to hear the melody, because if you're playing the same, you'll hear this. You won't hear so much of that. No, we don't want that. I want to hear this. So play this soft. Now when the left hand gets melody, it has to play it the same as the right, of course. When we get over to measure 21, it's soft. That's the right hand. The left hand's very soft. And then moderately loud for the right hand. Keep the left hand soft. Soft. Moderately loud. And the second ending, that's moderately loud, and the rest of it is soft. And there's a retardando there, slow down. Here. It should be clear to the listener that the actual song, the melody, ended on the second ending on sheeps. Sleeps, not sheeps. And the rest of it is, none of that's melody, and it should be clear to the listener. Speed, well, brightly, about where I've been going, I think. Not like that. If you were going to sing it, how fast would you sing it? That's up to you. I'm not going to sing it, but you can sing it if you want to, I suppose. And then finally, of course, they've added pedal. You don't need pedal on this. You do it just fine without it. But they've added it, so let's talk about it. You hold the pedal down for the whole first line, so I'm going to push the pedal. I'm going to do the notes first and then the pedal. I want to start the sound before I release the dampers, is all. And I leave it down for the whole line. And then I'm going to lift it up right after I play the first notes of measure 5. Here. That's it until you get to the end. The first ending, you push it down right after you play the notes. And lift it up with the hands now. So there's a little silence before you repeat. So 2, 3. And then the second ending, you push it down right after you play the notes. And leave it down. And then the pedal and the hands come up together. And that's the pedal. I don't really feel it adds much of anything to the piece, and so as far as I'm concerned, you don't need it. However, it's there, so we'll include it. I'd like to play it with you very slowly just to check the notes and the rhythms. You should be playing the same note I'm playing at the same time I'm playing it, and that's all this is for. We're not performing it. I'm not going to do any dynamics, any of that. I will go ahead and do the pedaling because there's very little of it. But we are going to repeat it. So we'll do I'll give us 3 counts. Let's try it together. Keep in mind, this is after you've learned it. You got to be able to play through it with no hesitations first, and we are going to go really slow. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 2. 2. 2, 3. 2. 2, 1, 2, rest, 2, rest, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, rest, 2, rest, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, repeat, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Rest, 2, rest, 1, 2, 2, rest, 2, rest. Second ending, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, off. There's a duet for this at the bottom of the page. I'd like to play that sort of. You don't need to move here. You can play everything right where it's written because the duet part's way up here. My problem is this duet part is pretty much all dotted half notes. And that's okay if we're together in the same room and I can hear you and I can follow you, I can do that. But when we're like this, I can't do that. I have to keep a beat. So I'm going to improvise something on this arrangement to play quarter note. So we can keep a quarter note beat throughout. And the first 4 measures there, your introduction, there's nothing down below. So I'm going to go ahead and play something, keeping a beat, and we'll play something on every beat so we can stay together. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit. We're going to take the repeat and the whole bit. So I'll give us 3 counts, and let's try it together. The speed I've chosen now is like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Make sure you can go that fast. It should go faster than that, but that's the speed we're going to go. 1, ready, go. Repeat. Second ending. Off.